Hello and welcome to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I am your host, Ryan Gilbert. Joining me, as usual, is my co-host, Joel, the CFL Whisperer Meyer. How are we doing today, Joel?
Excellent. Yes. Very good game there with the BC Lions against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Oh, that was probably the game of the season, to be honest. But we had the right side the whole game long, but it took until overtime to get it done. Just countless luck went against us. The first half, like the Lions tripled the yardage of the Tiger Cats, and we were down a point, or they were up like 6 points. I think they scored a touchdown towards the end of the first half. And the second half, the Tiger Cats came back. Bo Mitchell was playing well. Rourke made a really boneheaded interception, but the right team covered. The right team won at the end of the day. Lions were the better team. Just a very frustrating game from a betting standpoint, but if you're just watching for fun, that was an absolute trip. Awesome game there between the Lions and the Tiger Cats, 2 in a row, actually, because a couple of weeks ago, I was at the game in BC where the Tiger Cats came back from 10 down with 3 minutes left to win that one. But terrific sport to follow when there's nothing going on, and there is sincerely nothing else going on in the sports world these days. Sure, there's some golf going on.
We got baseball. Baseball starting to heat up a little bit. You know, I feel like there's some playoff chases happening.
Summer meetings.
It's almost playoff time. It's almost like actually like start paying attention time for baseball.
Oh, all right. Well, you never bring it up, so
no, because nothing matters until the playoffs. It's 162 games. Like what do you want me to do?
Well, I was talking about golf, and speaking of nothing matters, like the playoffs is a garbage system.
What is the playoffs? Is it like a point system like NASCAR used to do? Or
yeah, point system to get into the final 70 for the first round, and then they cut them off. Then the top 50 for the next round, and then top 30, I believe, for the final round. I think there's a stroke handicap in the final round. They might have done away with that this year. I think I heard that, but I'm not certain. I don't really follow that shit. I'm just looking forward to the Ryder Cup. As you know, we're big on Team Europe. I've got that in so many different bets. And it's big on Team Europe. Justin Rose came through. Just a small bet on him for me in the playoff because I was rooting for him to beat JJ Spawn, who is our nemesis after the U.S. Open when he won there over. I don't even remember who I had against him, but he lost by 2 strokes anyway. But yeah, golf is fun. Mostly just been reading, watching shows past month, so pretty quiet. Still getting after it on the weekend, going to shows, drinking, doing all kinds of crazy shit. But during the week, pretty laid back. Not even studying hockey too much yet, but that'll change. That'll change soon, I promise.
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to get into hockey, going to get back into things, and these team previews definitely going to help with that. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple and Spotify. Join us in the chat. We got a message here from Kay. Welcome back, guys. Didn't mean to click on this. LOL. I'll watch the playback. LOL. Stay. You can stay and watch it. I don't know. You don't have to leave if you're there in the chat.
The girl.
Apparently, it does appear to be
that's a first.
A female listener that's not one of our Discord members' mothers. So that's always good to see there. I haven't really done too much over the past week. I was trying to rack my brain of something to say here, but nothing really too much. Trying to get back into the swing of things now. Middle of August, we got less than 2 months, a month till training camps now. So trying to get back in the swing of things, and start with these shitty teams that maybe might not get as many views or downloads on these teams, but hopefully we get more as we move along. And of course, mentioned it last time, if you want to join us on a show to talk about your favorite team, make sure you hit us up on Twitter at HockeySGPN. You can hit me up on Twitter at rgilbertsop, sg.pn/Discord. Again, Discord. Also look for behind the scenes stuff. Maybe a rotating co-host to come in, have a third voice here and there. So if you want to help out the show, please reach out.
What else do you have to do on a Wednesday afternoon, right? Then
exactly.
Hang out with
we record Wednesdays
like
and probably be Friday or Saturday. Like come on.
Yeah.
I don't think much. If anything has happened in the the hockey world over the past week. Top thing is Brad Marchand kissed the cup before his wife. Did you? Oh, did you see that Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid had like a joint honeymoon together after Draisaitl's wedding?
Beautiful. It's beautiful. I did not see that. I saw the picture where somebody commented that Draisaitl looks like if Ryan and Joel had a kid, he would look like Leon Draisaitl. I kind of see it.
I do see it a little bit. I can't find that picture.
Here it was Bull Jacks, I believe. Who commented
let me share the screen here, and I will get that up.
He's got a smoke in hand as well.
Oh yeah, well that's the you part. Here you go. I'm zooming on the face here a little bit. I could see it. I could see it a little bit.
I could definitely see it.
Yeah, so
for sure.
That's good stuff there. Him having a good time at his wedding there. Yeah, I've recently read some articles going up this week on a different site for predicting the Team Canada and Team USA Olympic teams, and Team USA's forwards are not good. They're not good. The best ones are small. Team Canada obviously is stacked, but goaltending could be the edge again. I mean, do you have any? Have you placed any Olympic Team Canada futures before that goes down?
No, I mean we got plenty of time before that happens. Yeah, I've this is football season. NHL point totals. I haven't made too many of those yet, but my liquidity is way too tied up to be betting February stuff at this point. But yeah, certainly looking forward to that. And of course, the World Cup even next summer here in Vancouver is going to be a fucking blast. So I apologize because I'm going to be bringing that up like constantly over the next 9-10 months.
Yeah, well, make sure you download the SGPN app for all of our picks and podcasts for free in one convenient place. SGPN app, wherever you get your apps. Did you care about the Super Cup today? I saw Tottenham blew a 2-0 lead and PSG won it in penalties.
No, the Super Cup, the Community Shield, no, I'm not into it at all. But I will certainly be waking up early on Saturday to watch the first full slate of games in the Premier League. I even got a invitation for a work fantasy league. I'm not sure how many people are going to join for the Premier League, but I'll throw my hat in the ring. Certainly don't expect to do well, but yeah, soccer is, they barely take any time off. It's like a month break and here you go, right back at her, boys. And it's one of the most strenuous physical sports there is. So it's I don't know what kind of Players Association they got going. They certainly do need to do a better job in terms of protecting their health, because anyway, that's a longer conversation. Point is, there's way too many games for these players.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, PSG dominated the Club World Cup, and then they lost in the final to Chelsea it was. So I thought that was going to happen again here with Tottenham. But yeah, there's so many. They just keep adding things, and I remember reading something like last week that they're just not taking anything away. They just add more money, and where are those players down? And yeah, EPL starts match day 1 is this weekend. My sleep schedule has been kind of out of whack. I haven't fallen asleep till 5-6 a.m. some nights. So if that happens on Saturday morning, we'll be like, all right, let me power through. I think the first game's 7:30 Eastern. There's
that'll put you to sleep too. Like the big green field there, the nice pleasant English commentators. That does the job for me. It's kind of a struggle for me. I need to have multiple cups of coffee when I wake up to that. Otherwise, I just pass out again. It's so pleasant to watch. It's like golf, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's just coffee for you, keeping you up for those high intense EPL matches there. Okay, I don't think we can kill another 5 minutes before the ad break. So let's get this thing started here. We're starting from the bottom up, the reverse standings order of last season. So that will be, of course, the San Jose Sharks. They finished last season 20, 50, and 12 for 52 points in 82 games. Obviously, Macklin Celebrini was the big star there, big storyline. Could have won the Calder Trophy. Did he win the Calder Trophy? No, Layton Hudson won the Calder Trophy. He came on extremely late. I don't even know if he finished second. This is a fantastic podcast and fantastic research by myself. No, he finished third in Calder voting. According here, Hockey Reference. You get down to the Calder. You had 1,800.
That's
votes.
How out of it. I can't even name who finished second, because it wasn't Mitchkov.
Dustin Wolf.
Oh,
Justin
right.
Wolf just edged Celebrini up by 65 points there. 4 more first place votes, 35 more second place votes. So Butters did seem to have a clear clear edge. The goalies last year just
he was the only one I damn it bet on, so he's just I don't mind. Anyway, keep going.
So Sharks this offseason, added some veterans, got Jeff Skinner in there, blue liners, John Klingberg, Dmitry Orlov, Nick Leddy. I got Ryan Reeves. I'm not sure if he's going to play. I think Askarov's probably going to be starting in net with Nedeljkovic backing him up. Key subtractions, got rid of Vlasic. Gorgiev is gone as well, but Michael Misa is probably the biggest thing to watch for them here. Coming in again with one of the top rookies in the class. He is the second favorite Calder for the Calder at most books at 14-1. Quite a golf there between Demidov at plus 250 and Misa at 14-1. But if Misa gets in this team, maybe plays some with Celebrini or even just like the second line, some power play time, he could be second favorite for Calder, so you could definitely be in the mix.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to loosely follow the way we've done these for the past couple of years, starting with how they performed last year. And last year, I would say it is a success, given the fact that they finished last in the league. Not a success in terms of the lottery ball, because that went to the Islanders, who they lost out on the first overall pick, but that's okay. Michael Misa will be a tremendous second C down the line if he continues to progress the way he did in the OHL, where he was phenomenal. But yeah, they were just a really bad team, but a really fun team. Like they this is what I wanted the Ducks to be for so long. Just like a fun, dynamic, offensive team where the coach is making the most out of their skilled prospects, just bringing them down the line and just. But they're still a really bad team. That's why they finished with a horrific record. 52 points, I believe, last in the league, obviously. And yeah, but they did see a lot of production out of Macklin Celebrini, a lot of hope for him. I thought that his rookie year was as good, if not better, than Connor Bedard's, even if he didn't win the Calder. I saw a lot more out of him than Bedard, more in the two-way play. He was better defensively, and just the vibes of this team were off the charts. They're just having fun every night. They knew that they were bad. That's a good sign for things going forward. I think it reminds me of the Canadiens like 3 or 4 years ago, where they're just a bad team. They know they have a lot of talent. They know there's good times ahead, as opposed to Blackhawks that we'll get to in a little bit. But yeah, a lot of good signs last season for the Sharks. Their offseason, getting Misa is good. They didn't really do too much. Just plug in some gaps there with some veterans. But I don't expect them to be too much better than they were last year, as we'll get into. Let me look at their off-season acquisitions. They getting Vlasic's been on that team forever. The Kovalenko. I thought that was a nice addition for them earlier, but clearly he didn't work out there. Ryan Reeves is an interesting one. I guess he'll be going to the minors or just providing some kind of experience. A big voice in the room that he was supposed to provide in Toronto when he finally got games. John Klingberg, I forgot about that one. And Orlov, okay, fair enough. There's some decent acquisitions to the back end. Nick Leddy, these guys are well past their prime, obviously, but still, they were definitely horrific defensively last year. So that was a much-needed move in terms of shoring up the defense. And the goaltending is equally horrific. And Askarov needs to take a big step forward there. He's been hyped to the moon for a long time now. So we'll see if he can take a step forward. Certainly getting Georgiev off the books is good. It's just a middling off season, but this is the way to go. Like those guys will not be on the team when this team is ready to contend. So those short-term contracts will not make a difference for them long-term. So I like what the Sharks have done. It's just I don't think that they'll be very good going forward.
No, I mean, my career, good moves, bringing in Skinner, Gaudette, Orlov, Klingberg, Leddy. Like, those are guys that he can flip at the deadline, like he did with Cody Ceci, like he did with Michael Granlund, not to that level of Granlund, but, guys you can play for most of the season, flip them for a second, third round pick, and just keep getting that prospect cover going, because they should once again be in the mix for the top seed. Looking at their odds for next season, point total here is over under 70.5 after having 52 last season. And they are right there with the Blackhawks for the worst record. Blackhawks are 2-1. Sharks are plus 250 there. I know we both said we liked the under on the points last show, but plus 250 might be enticing again. I'm not sure if that would be the best bet for the Sharks. We are going to try to give out one bet for every team throughout these previews. But have you made any worst record bets yet?
I have not, no. Plus 250, I think, is a little too short. Sharks are a bit of a wild card. I do expect them to be better than last year. So, yeah, it's just not an enticing number for me. I do expect, the Blackhawks should be the shorter favorite given the point total, right? I haven't even looked at this market. What, the Blackhawks like 2-1?
Yeah, Blackhawks 2-1 there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just the Penguins at 7-1 is a lot more enticing to me. But again, I've made a bet in this market. I would stay away from these low prices, though. I think that that the market's correct in terms of those will be the worst three teams, but I think at odds, Penguins would be the bet for me there at 7-1. But yeah, Sharks, the point total under, like I've been implying earlier on, they're not going to be a good team. I don't expect them to make a 20-point jump to get to 71 points. What, they're 52 last year. So I don't know why they're expected to perform so well. I think that they should be closer to the Blackhawks number, even if a little bit lower than that, 67.5. So I love the Sharks under. I don't get it. Like, we see sophomore slumps all the time too. Like, a lot of the success of the Sharks early on was because Celebrini was carrying the team, and like I said, there's sophomore slumps. These rookies typically perform worse in their second year. So, yeah, the under 70.5. I know we have to make bets in every team, but this is an actual bet for me. This is a bet that I've made a stake significantly on. So the under 70.5 is a great bet for me with the San Jose Sharks, and I could very well see me adding to that as the season goes on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to start a spreadsheet here for our little tracking for our bets. I mean, you want to do it team by team? You want to do it end of the show? You want to just
team by team, and then maybe recap at the end?
Yeah, that works. I'm taking under 7.5 points for minus 120 there. I'm assuming you're doing the same.
Oh yeah.
Right. And UK doing like 1 to 5 units, like so many units per thing, rather than trying to have puck bucks or like.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't like giving out bets that I'm not made myself, so I'm gonna emphasize the ones that I've actually made. So give me 5 units on the Sharks under.
Yeah, 5 units on the Sharks. I'm going right there as well. It's one of my favorite team total points, and at minus 120, I think you got to get the 5 units on there to get it. So there is that. I'll keep that going as we move along. Anything else really worth talking about with the Sharks? I don't think there's really any potential awards outside of the Calder, right? No, there's not.
I mean, what's the
what's the what?
The coach? Who's the coach?
something with a W. I don't have Jack Adams on here though.
Is it Ryan Wasowski?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I don't have Jack Adams on here.
Okay, you don't have Jack Adams odds, but he's got to be like 40, 50 to 1. So if you really want to back the Sharks, that's the bet, because nobody expects them to do well. Apparently, except for the market, apparently. Like 70.5, 71.5, that's ridiculous for their point total. But still, that's nowhere near our playoff number. But yeah, if you think the Sharks should make the playoffs, then just bet Orsovsky to win Corsier. It's far better than the, what are they, 12 to 1?
12 to 1 there at DraftKings to make the playoffs. So, like, yeah, that's just...
Yeah, just bet the coach to get the job done.
Do you think the Sharks were an under team or an over team last season, Joel?
Oh, definitely an under team.
Oh,
I bet the under.
Kind of a trick question.
You mean
for
goals.
For totals.
For sure.
Totals.
For sure.
Oh, according here to EV Analytics, they were 37 overs, 38 unders, and 7 pushes.
Really?
Minus 5 units to the over, minus 1 unit to the under. So there was no.
I guess because every game was like 6.5.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what closing lines they use here, but that is what EV Analytics
they have a ton of high scoring games. If you look at their I don't know, goals against, they were probably the worst team. I would hazard. You're faster at this than I am.
Yeah, I'll get it right here. 310 goals against. Blackhawks had 292.
There you go.
And they had the fewest goals scored with 208. So that just shows how bad they were last season. Okay, before we move here along to the Blackhawks, we are brought to you by mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every sport, including the MLB, WNBA, golf, football, and of course, hockey futures. MyBookie accepts customers from a ton of locations. Easy deposit and lightning fast payout using crypto. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That is mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. And of course, make sure you check out Rhythm. Their power trends are now called smart signals. They continue to crush it with smart signals, and essentially the best of the best of what their house model has to offer. MLB smart signals are crushing it. Mike Trout and Giancarlo Stanton are combined 14-0 on smart signals, recommending they're under. And WNBA smart signals in July went 97-65 with a 15% return on investment. These are so good that Scott and Adam literally were booted off one of their bookie accounts for winning too much. So download the Rhythm app, check out Smart Signals, and start betting smarter. You know we'll be. Get your 7-day free trial, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. All right, Joel, let's move here along to the Chicago Blackhawks. Just a very disappointing season for them last year. Second worst team in the league. Still got the third overall pick to get Anton Frandel, but questions about if Connor Bedard can be a center. Question if he's best at wing. Key subtractions this offseason. Pat Maroon, Alec Martinez, TJ Brody, Philip Kurashev, and Joe Velino. It's Philippe Kurashev. I read this quickly. Key additions. Andrei Burakovsky, Sam Lafferty, and Dominic Tanatino. Anton Frandel apparently is trying to make the roster this season. But it just, these Blackhawks are just so uninspiring, and they're
say Tomatino.
Isn't that's
Dominic Toninato? Is that what you try to say?
Yeah, Toninato.
Tomatino.
Yeah. So what do you have to say about the Blackhawks, Joel?
I mean, they're very disappointing season. Not like the Sharks, though. The Sharks were expected to be bad. Blackhawks were expected to be bad, but I saw a lot more problems, a lot more red flags in their long-term future with the Hawks. We don't see a ton of progress from the young guys. I know the Russian defenseman, blanking on his name, Lyushinov or whatever his name is, the second overall pick. He came in the back third of the season. He played pretty well, but in general, the prospects are not working out too well. Like Frank Nazar, he's been hyped for a while. I don't think that he had a great season. The veterans weren't good. They had more injuries, just like 2 years ago. They were actually absolutely crushed. But I can't excuse this team. I don't know what they're doing. They seem a lot like the Yzer plan in a lot of ways. They're just bringing in these veterans too early, and their prospects not working out. Except the Blackhawks don't have the excuse. Like the Red Wings didn't ever have they didn't have like a top 3 pick, but the Blackhawks have had several now, and they're not working out. And Connor Bedard, of course, brilliant first season, but he showed his frustrations. I remember all the clickbait saying that he wanted out of Chicago. We got guys in Vancouver here, or we're getting excited. He wants to come home because knowing he's a big Canucks fan, a local kid, and maybe that turns out. Anyway, another side topic. You lose Quinn Hughes, get Connor Bedard. Maybe that's in the future, but we'll see. Point is, he did not have a good season in his sophomore year. We talked about the sophomore slump earlier. And yeah, I don't like the composition of this team. They're just a bunch of old guys and a bunch of guys who are not fulfilling expectations given their draft pedigree. So this team certainly disappointed last year. They were limp. They were boring to watch, kind of like the Ducks, not at all like the Sharks. So I understand why that they're lowest in the market in terms of their point total and odds to finish bottom of the league. So yeah, not liking the Hawks at all. I don't. They got a new coach in town. Maybe he'll bring things together, but we'll see what happens there. This team seems like it's going to be in the doldrums for a while, and I could certainly expect Connor Bedard's the media hyped for him to move somewhere else to increase as the season, as the year goes along. I don't like this team at all. I don't have anything else to say. Who do they draft even? They drafted
they got Frundell,
right? He's supposed to be kind of like Barkov, a Finnish guy, or is he Swedish?
He's Swedish.
It's Swedish, yes. Two-way guy, akin to Barkov, though, who is Finnish, despite the name. And I don't think that he's going to provide the excitement that this team needs, the excitement that the Sharks have. So this is like the anti-Sharks when you're looking at the bottom of the barrel. I just don't like the direction of this team. Last year, failure. I mean, it's good getting another top 3 pick in Frundell, but overall a failure. And the offseason moves do not inspire me at all. Like just the same old shit. And Foligno is he the captain? Nick Foligno? I'm pretty sure he's the captain.
I think so.
And it's not a good mix here.
Yeah.
This team is going to be bad for a while. I think they're going to need to make major changes to this roster before they approach the playoffs, especially in the probably the best division in the league, in the Central.
Well, if there's a time to be bad, it is right now. Like they got Bedard, you got the McKenna draft for this one. Landon Dupont is draft eligible. In the draft after that, he's the other exceptional defenseman playing there.
Another Western Canadian kid,
Everett, and the WHL there. So they're trying to luck into their Taves and Kane again with Bedard and McKenna or Dupont if they can get all three. Last season also the Seth Jones trade was confusing to me. They got a first round pick from Florida next year, which will be a late pick, and Spencer Knight, who I guess he was decent there in Chicago, but it just seems like they're planning on just being bad for another 5 years and hoping they get a good some prospects in their cupboard there, I guess, a little bit.
If they're planning that, then why the fuck did they get Burakovsky, Bertuzzi last year, Teravainen? I don't know. I think that this team is directionless, much like Eisman's Red Wings for the past.
I'm glad you brought that up because do you know who the new coach is in Chicago?
Fuck, man, I did no research.
Jeff Blashill, who was in Detroit.
Oh, my word. Everything comes full circle.
Yeah, he was in Detroit for 7 years before. And
this is the GM, the young guy, Kyle Davidson, I think his name is, who got fucking fleeced by Kyle Dubas.
Yeah.
For that, just taking who was the goalie that they took off their hands for nothing. They moved like 5 draft spots down just to take his money off the books. Who was it?
From Toronto?
Yeah, from Toronto. There's a big cap hit, and they just gave it up for nothing.
Peter Mrazek?
No, it wasn't Mrazek. He never played in Toronto. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The point is, I don't like this GM at all. He's probably one of the worst GMs, but he's a young guy. Maybe he'll learn, but the Blackhawks will pay for it in the short term before they finally get rid of him. So, that 2-1 bet, I'm actually kind of warming up to that being actually good bet.
Peter Mrazek did play in Toronto, and he was traded to Chicago. But that's not what you're thinking of. But he played 20 games there in Toronto in the 2021-22 season.
My bad. I got to look up who I was thinking of then.
Yeah. So 67.5 points you mentioned there for them. I mean, it's definitely going to the under.
You're right. It was Peter Mrazek.
There we go.
That was the guy.
My Googling skills. My fingers are fast, Joel. My fingers are fast.
No doubt. Because he was on the books there for at least another year, and they just gave him up for nothing. I never understood that trade. Leafs got off scot-free, and Kyle Davidson is an absolute loser, and I think the rest of the GMs laughed at him for that. So, once again, Blackhawks are going to be in trouble.
Yeah. 61 points last year. I don't think they're going to be 7 points better. Like, looking at the advanced numbers last year, they had the worst. Yeah, they'll definitely be worse. Show me
the defense on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Let me. Yeah, for the podcast listeners, I'm putting some stuff on the screen. Check out our YouTube, lineups and whatnot, projected lineups.
Oh my word!
Yeah, how many of these defensemen could you identify in a lineup? Alex Vlasic, Sam Rinzel, Wyatt Kaiser, Artem Levchinov, Ethan Del Mastro, and Connor Murphy. I know Connor Murphy. He's been around for a while, but
he
the rest of them, he's not good. No.
He's Vlasic, he's been okay. He's been one of the better prospects, I guess, relative to the other Blackhawks guys. Levchinov has a lot of potential. I expect him to be on the first defensive pairing by the end of the season because he's probably the best guy in this six. But Wyatt Kaiser, Sam Rinzo, the young guys, unproven, not very good. Ethan Del Maestro is washed. Connor Murphy is washed. This team is going to be awful, and they're playing the hardest schedule in the league too, playing all the Central teams 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, because the Central Division's only getting better. I mean, there's a debate to be had if the Atlantic or Central is better, but I think the Central's better. Like it's you got the Jets, Stars, Avs, Wild are going to be better. Blues are on the up and up again. Utah, Nashville, we get to them next. Like Blackhawks are going to be bad. This is when I wish like sportsbooks put out like the team point milestones, but like under 60, under 50, because you get like 100 plus 100. Yeah, but they don't do that. So maybe you can ask it for it somewhere or some of these peer exchanges. Who knows? But for now, anything else on the Blackhawks before we get to our bet, which I'm sure is the same thing again.
I haven't actually bet it, but I think I'm going to. So we are dismal on the Blackhawks. So the under 67.5.
Under 67.5 at -115.
Let's do 5 units.
I'm going 5 units. I'm going 5 units again. Like this is just, it's.
I mean, they could go over, but they'll need to have total buy-in with the new coach. I don't really rate Jeff Blashill, and they need to have the prospects finally step up. But I haven't seen it so far. Bedard needs to have another bounce back season.
Maybe if Frondell comes in and like lights the world on fire, but like you said, he's not an exciting prospect. And also, the Flyers, he may have been there for 5 or 6 for the Flyers. So I was doing some research into him, and people said like he might not even be a center at the NHL level. Like so, they could have another Bedard on their hands there.
If he's not a center, he's probably not going to make the NHL, at least not in the top 6, because. That's what I understand his game to be, like the two-way play, and he's not going to do that in the wing.
Yeah, but maybe he'll just be a two-way
third
guy
line center.
That can't really contribute offensively. Dilly with a good pun in the chat, but it took him 2 times to get there, so I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it out in the podcast.
He did. I got to bring up his the earlier comments. I commend you, Joel, for keeping that shirt so clean. It's only because it's the first time wearing it, and I can't wear it in public because it's not for public consumption. I'm not even putting it on the podcast here, but it's lurid. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, there's children listening to this podcast. There's children watching this podcast, as we know from
general rated show
from various reviews, so,
as everyone knows.
Yeah. So, all right, that's the Blackhawks there. So shoot through the Sharks. Through the Blackhawks, going to throw to a break here before we get to the Predators. We're brought to you by Circa Million and Circa Survivor. The world's greatest sportsbook, Circa Las Vegas, is hosting the world's biggest pro football contests, Circa Million, Circa Survivor, and Circa Grandissimo, with over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. You can't call yourself a true DGen if you're not competing in the Circa football contests. Come hang out with SGPN Circa Contest Weekend, August 21st to 23rd, for an amazing weekend, including live shows and open bars. Plus, you get 15% off a stay at the Circa with promo code SGP15. Contests are open to everyone. Sign up in Nevada and play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com and use promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. And Underdog Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Underdog is also a great place to play Pick'em, where you can win up to 500 times your entry. There's also the Best Puck Classic, the NHL Best Ball on Underdog, where I won a decent amount last year. So make sure you check that out as well. Sign up for promo code HGP to claim your special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code HGP. All right, finally getting to a team that we may have some excitement about, possibly some disagreements based on last show's team point totals, is the Nashville Predators. Joel, are you prepared to take this one away, or do you want me to run through their offseason?
Lead the way, man.
All right. Key additions here. You got Eric Halla, Nicholas Hague, and Nick Perbix. Key subtractions: Colton Sissons, Kiefer Bellows, Jacob Vrana, Jeremy Lauzon, and Mark Del Gaizo.
No, I tell you lead the way just for you to pronounce these names.
No, I just lean into it now. I'm like, all right, let me just fuck it up. Highest draft pick, Brady Martin, 5th overall. Can't imagine he makes the team out of training camp. But I guess their biggest offseason move is, trying to get Stamkos and Marchessault and Forsberg and all these veterans on the same page. Very disappointing year last year. We were high on them. You were high on them before they even made those moves, and you got CLV right away, and it
crushed.
It bit you in the ass there. 30, 44, and 8, 68 points. So a decent bit better than the Blackhawks, a bunch better than the Sharks. So yeah, what do you think about the Predators coming into this season? Let me get their point total right here. Point total is at 86.5.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest difference between how a team finishes, and their projected point total. I would imagine that's got to be the case. This team was a tire fire last year, and they were expected to do good things. They were sub 20-1 to win the Stanley Cup at one point because they did so well on their first year of my guy Andrew Burnett. I was high on this team even before the massive trades and acquisitions, rather, of Jonathan Marchessault, Brady Shea, Steven Stamkos. But you know what? The real reason for that success a couple of years ago was the strength of the young guys, and the addition of the free agents kind of messed up the whole chemistry of the team. And Burnett wasn't capable of marshaling what these new guys brought, combined with what the young guys performed at the previous season. So yeah, it was just a fucking chaos season, and there was a lot of struggles. Like Roman Josi was definitely on himself. He's getting older. UC Soros was certainly not well, especially in the first half of the season. He was absolutely one of the worst goalies in the league at one point. And yeah, just a lot of regression on those fronts. And they didn't get much production from the new additions. I know Marchessault, Stamkos, they came on a little bit later in the year, but it was too late. Philip Forsberg also regressed. He didn't come near his previous goal totals. And Ryan O'Reilly, another year older, just it was a mess. And that's what happens sometimes with these free agent winners, right? Where you get all these star players on the team, they can mess up the chemistry. The team that was had a very good trajectory, and they fumbled it. And Barry Trotz is also a rookie GM, so you can place some blame on him. But still, this team is loaded with prospects, especially now they got another. They got the 5th overall pick, right? Brady Martin. Shout out to him. The biggest win of the NHL draft. That was very nice. But yeah, this team in the Milwaukee Admirals, one of the better AHL teams. Ton of young guys going forward. Love this team long term. And yeah, I still love their coach, Andrew Burnett. He's got a vision. He's a very forward-minded thinker in terms of NHL coaches. So I do like this team going forward. So yeah, last season was an anomaly. They just got off to a bad start, and they couldn't find a U2 moment where they could bail on a concert to get things together, because we did see them fall off dreadfully a couple of years ago before they had that come to Jesus moment and finish the season strong to make the playoffs and almost make the second round, and probably should have, because I think that they were the better team against the Canucks a couple of years ago in the first round. But yeah, as for this season, 86.5 implies that they're going to be a lot better, a hell of a lot better, and you would expect them to be so, considering the strength of this roster. You would expect Saros to have a better year. He's not that old yet. Josi is not quite over the cliff, and they've got a bunch of young guys coming up. So yeah, another year too for Marchessault, Stamkos, Brady Shea to learn the system. We heard about Brady Shea. He had problems adjusting to a new system after being with the Brenda Moore system for so long. So yeah, we'll expect a very positive offseason, and this team will be threatening playoffs. I'm uninvolved in this team so far. I mean, other than it's just some stupid long shot 100-1 to win the cup. But I would only take the over for them. Even despite it would be like what what were they, 68 points last year? So it'd be like
19,
20,
19 points,
19 point upgrade. That's a lot to ask. So the market is adjusting for the fact that this team should have been a lot better than they were last year. So it's a soft bet to the over for me.
Yeah, you can get them to make the playoffs at plus 190, miss playoffs minus 250. At least those are the odds at DraftKings here. Not sure what they are around the other sports books, but looking at our friends at MyBookie, they got Jack Adams. They have Andrew Brunette there at 25-1, which might seem like the way to play them because if they get back into the playoffs. Looking at their numbers last year, they had the lowest PDO in the league, 7% shooting, which was the worst, and then an 898 save percentage at a 5-on-5. And like you said, we know Saros is better than that. So I'm trying to find a bet here for the Predators. Like, I don't think that
you hit on it. I forgot about that one. Andrew Brunette to win Jack Adams. Even though the market expects them to be better, I think that the media at large, the people who actually vote on these awards, will not expect them to overperform. So I do have a bet at 40-1. If you could find like a 35-1, I'm sure it's out there for the Brunette Jack Adams. That's a very good bet in terms of the awards.
If Archer or anyone is listening and wants to put the DraftKings Jack Adams odds for Brunette in the chat, that would be much appreciated. I am not available to see them in Pennsylvania, nor is Catfish. So that would be good.
I bet him at has Andrew Brunette at 33-1 now. So I think that's still a damn good bet.
Yeah. Like, I feel like that's the only thing I was thinking about, just maybe playing the missed playoffs minus 250 because, Jets, Stars, Avs, Wild are all probably ahead of them. Blues as well. You got the Mammoth in there, but, like Saros could turn it around. Predators were decent at home last year, awful on the road. If they get a better PDO with the system and whatnot, I don't know if I want to lay that minus 250, and I would probably have to do 4 or 5 units to make it worth my while. So probably put in one unit.
Premier League top 6 stuff, like I don't know, Tottenham make top 6. Liverpool top 4.
We can't do that for our spreadsheet tracking here, Joel. We can't do parlays, but but looking at this roster, like Forsberg, Stamkos, Marchessault, all 33, or Forsberg's 30, Marchessault, Stamkos 34, O'Reilly 33, Yossi 34. It just seems so easy to fade them, and it
is a massive increase.
Yeah, it's
68 to 87.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I'll probably just take the points under rather than doing no playoffs. Let me see what the point totals are at regular season points for Predators. Yeah, 86.5 under is minus 115. So
do you have the division odds up?
I can pull them up.
If I have to make a bet, I did make a bet at 30-1 for the Preds to make to win the division.
30-1 here on DraftKings. Right. Yeah, is that what you want?
Yeah, but we can't do the 1 to 5 unit premise that we agreed on because I'm not doing 1 unit on that.
You want to do half a unit? Like we need to put some sort
quarter unit. Give me a quarter unit on that.
All right, quarter unit.
I need something, man, because it's either that or Andrew Brunette to win the Jack Adams because this is a highly volatile team. We don't expect them to be as bad as they were last year.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we expect them to be as good as the market expects in terms of their point total. So they could be all over the place. This is definitely an alt point total team that you would like.
Wouldn't Brunette be a better bet for Jack Adams then? Because I feel like if they make the playoffs, Brunette could very well be in the mix there, depending on what else happens.
33-1, 30-1. I mean, he's gonna win the Jack Adams if he wins the division.
If they win the division, and
fine, fine. Give me a 33-1 there.
33-1 on Brunette Jack Adams.
That is a wildly available number, I assume. I only looked at the one book. I'll check another one. So I don't want to give out some random.
Well, worst case
is available at one book.
I am seeing here. I'm looking for Brunette. I'm seeing 40.
You have Pennsylvania in your stupid rule that you can't bet the Jack Adams. That doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't. I'm seeing 26, 40-1. So yeah, 33 is definitely good. I'm seeing 40-1 on DraftKings. So I will do that on one of the odds comparison sites. It has that. So
that's the bet I actually made.
Yeah,
so
I'll give you that 40-1 on Brunette Jack Adams, 0.25 units on that one, and I'm going under 86.5. I think that was minus 115. I'm going 5 again. That's a bet. No, I'm going 5 again. That's a bet that I would actually make.
I don't hate it.
I'm not I haven't made it yet.
They're expected to be really good. Well, not really good, but they're expected to be like a bubble team, and they were fucking miserable last year.
Yeah, Wild, as long as they're healthy, Blues should be a little bit better. Mammoth should be, I feel like, a lot better, man. That's going to be an interesting team to break down there. So yeah, there's our bets there so far for this show at the 46-minute mark here. Are there any recap here? So the recap for the Sharks, we both have under 70.5 points, 70.5 at minus 120 for 5 units. Blackhawks under 67.5 minus 115 for 5 units. For the Predators, I have under 86.5 points minus 115 for 5 units. And Joel has Brunette Jack Adams 40-1 for 0.25 units there.
Circle jerk to the under.
Yeah, where's Parker at? Where's Parker at? This is a show for Parker the underbetter, right?
The underbetter, right?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on potentially Saros for Vezina? 25-1, probably not good enough, right?
No, not even close. No.
Just trying to think if there's any other potential.
I mean, we've learned for whatever strange reason the goalie coach combo, they work in tandem. So if Saros was 40-1 and Brunette was 25-1, I would lean towards Saros. But at the current odds, I'd rather bet the Adams.
Yeah, the award stuff will get more interesting as we go along with our team previews and get some better teams.
Yeah, I don't think I have any bets on these guys, any award stuff, naturally, because they're all going to be fucking miserable, except for maybe the Predators.
Yeah. I feel like people have thrown out, and I feel like it's probably Archer, like Connor Bedard, like Racket Richard, like 500-1 or something, which, sure, go ahead. It's 500-1.
Yeah.
But
sure.
But it's not.
I don't hate it.
It's not worth talking about.
500-1. He can't be 500-1 though.
Well, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was like 300-1, whatever.
I do have the screen open.
Something extremely long.
On 365, he's 200-1.
Okay, on 300-1 here on FanDuel. So, no,
whatever. If you're a Blackhawks fan, Blackhawks believer,
yeah,
Blackhawks lover, Mrs.
M out there.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, I feel like that's pretty much going to do it for us here. Anything else here on these 3 teams or for the weekend upcoming? We got the U.S. Open. When's that? This weekend or next?
Next weekend. We still got the Cincinnati going on. Not even next. I think end of August is the U.S. Open, because I'm pretty sure. I mean, the early
August 18th. It says. Is that just like qualifying shit?
Yeah, it must be the qualifying, because that would be 5 days from now. Yeah, early in the week, and then the following weekend for sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun tournament. Long-time listeners know my bets. We have Mira Andreeva at a ridiculous number. I haven't made any other WTA bets. Nothing else on the women's side. Yannick Sinner's my guy, but of course the odds have fallen there, especially with his glorious win at Wimbledon. Love that man. And yeah, so I can't really give out anything towards tennis at the moment. It's just keep betting the fucking Ryder Cup. Europe's going to win that shit. They should be the favorite. Maybe not going to win it. I'm not saying that they have to win it, but they shouldn't be plus 140, plus 150 dogs. It's ridiculous to me. I think that they have the better team, and Scheffler can only do so much on his own, and I don't expect him to win every matchup either. So, yeah, it's even on American soil, Team Europe will prevail. And so, yeah, that's my biggest investment at the moment.
I'm not sure what Catfish is saying here in the chat. Weather's going to be perfect for the US Open. It's 2 weeks away. There's fucking thunderstorms rolling through right now. The humidity is like 75%. It's sticky as fuck. But yeah, weather would be perfect for it. Definitely.
Who's the mayor of New York now? Like a Somalian or the Somalian guy?
Isn't that the guy that's like won like the primary or whatever? Isn't it?
He wants to get rid of the
Eric Adams. Is that the guy?
No,
Eric Adams is the guy right now.
Oh,
the other guy is running to replace him.
So he hasn't won yet?
No, I think he won like the primary or whatever the primary is for mayor for like his party.
I'm vaguely familiar with U.S. politics.
Yeah.
But yeah, the U.S. Open should be good weather. I mean, it's fucking late August in New York. It should be fucking.
It should be good weather. Catfish is in tune with the barometric pressure here, he said. So
right, yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah.
Go put up another deer trap, buddy.
Put up some cameras. Put up some peep cams out there, Catfish.
Yeah, go spine some toes.
All right, I think that's going to do it for us here. Yeah, make sure you are subscribed to the Hockey Gambling Podcast on YouTube. Hoping to add more, visual stuff here as we go along through these teams. Subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and follow us on Twitter at HockeySGPN. Let us know if you want to be involved with the show. I'm Ryan Gilbert. You can follow me on Twitter at rgilbertsop.
And I'm Joe Meyer, and I'm reluctant to inform you that the bet that I was going to give out has moved 2 points. But whatever. If you still want to go Stamps or the Red Blacks, Bombers, over 52.5, over 52. That's the bet to do. I took over 50.5, and I'm not seeing that available right now. But still, we're going to see a lot of points in that game. I don't think that the Bombers defense has been as good as it's been in the past, and the Blacks defense is probably the worst in the league. So yeah, we're going to see some points in this Thursday night till tomorrow night, or tonight if you're listening on Thursday.
Yeah, we might be back Friday. We're starting two shows a week. So,
all right, maybe we get a Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday bet.
All right.
See ya.